We're going to go right into the Zoom room where we are going to speak with Melanie Guerrero. Many of you are familiar with this story. It's been ongoing for over a month. Melanie, on November 8th, filed a missing persons report for her son Michael Castro, who was last seen on October 29th. It is now December 28th. Melanie, good morning. So, have you heard anything at all regarding your son?
Well, what I've done so far through my own research was I of course I want to find out any activities that would be normal for Michael to be doing, and so through what I found out, phone logs and phone logs have been non-existent as far as outgoing calls since October 30th. There's been no ATM withdrawals as far as bank activity that he would be doing, no credit card transactions. So that's what I know so far, that there has been no normal activity that Michael would be doing. As far as what would tell me that he's still around, nothing has of that should be going on has been going on since October 30th. So I'm just I'm still very kind of lost, as far as the investigation too as well. They can't tell me any information as far as where Michael might be, or any information that has come in about Michael's whereabouts. We don't know any of that.
You said you were doing you said you were doing your research, trying to figure out anything that could lead you to where he might have been. But what about the Guam Police Department? When's the last time you spoke with them, and what information or even hope have they provided you?
It's been more than a week already, like a week and a half, and since they spoken to me at all.
Are you there, Melanie?
Yes.
Okay, I'm sorry. You were breaking up. You said it's been over a week.
Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you now. You said it was over a week and a half since you've heard from the Guam Police Department?
Correct. Yeah, and I'm still waiting. They promised me to speak with me this week, and I'm still waiting for that to happen.
When you spoke with them over a week and a half, well, what did they say?
They said they had new information that they needed to work on and look further into, and so they couldn't tell me what that information was. And I was just asking, is it information that might lead you to where Michael's whereabouts might be? And they just said that it was just new information, and they're hopeful that it would lead them to Michael's whereabouts. But nothing has been very clear with them so far. So I'm still kind of left in the dark as well.
Yeah, during a press conference, I think it was last week, held by the Guam Police Department, our Kenson Nicholas actually had asked, I believe it was, that, for an update on the Michael Castro missing persons case. And the chief of police, Steve Ignacio, did say that there was an update, but then stopped at that and couldn't provide what exactly that update was. And so you're saying you heard that?
Yeah, I heard that. So I called right away and I said, I heard there's an update, and are you guys going to give me the update? And then they said that they were really busy this week, but that they did get new information and that they were going to be looking into it. And I said, well, I'm hoping that when we get to meet and we can discuss what that new information is, can you tell me, or do you have a feeling that it might lead you to where Michael might be? And the detective couldn't provide any clear information.
Wow.
But I'm just, it's been already 2 months, and I just get a strong sense that as Michael's mom, I know something happened. Something happened, and with no activity, bank activity, no phone calls, nothing that would be normal that Michael would be doing has happened since his disappearance. So it's just leading me to believe that I know, and I feel very strongly that something did happen to Michael, and I'm hoping that it can become more clear what that is, and they can be more straightforward about that information.
And I hate to ask, but you're mentioning that you believe something happened to him. Do you believe he's still alive? It has been 2 months. Or do you think that he was harmed or being held against his will?
I get a really strong sense, and as Michael's mom, we all have feelings and intuition, and I'm already starting to believe that with 2 months that has gone by and I haven't heard from Michael, I haven't heard anything that would lead me to believe that he's still around as far as being alive. I hate to have to think that, but that's the reality of my family right now. That's leading us to believe that he's not around. We haven't seen him, and Michael's not the type of person or son that would not call me, that would not reach out to his friends, that would not reach out to his family. He just would never do something like that. And he has a daughter, hasn't called her or nothing like that has happened. So my family, we're just dealing with the reality that could be a possibility that possibly Michael was harmed. And when we get that information, or someone can tell us whether that's all the case, then it'll help me and my family come to some kind of knowing, because right now we're just in the unknown, and just we keep having hope and praying and hoping that he wasn't harmed. But when this amount of time has gone by, it's in every person's natural thinking that we know something happened, because this is just not normal. Not normal for anyone to just disappear and go missing and not reach out to anyone whatsoever. And so that's what I found out. He hasn't reached out to anybody at all that I know that he would know.
Right, and we can only pray, right, that he's okay, and that he'll come home. And I guess just two different messages. One, a message to Michael that you would have for him.
I think my message would be more to someone out there that might have some information and still not being able to come forward with that information about letting us know Michael's whereabouts. Because I haven't heard from Michael in 60 days, I don't believe my son would not reach out to me if he could. And so my message is primarily to anyone that might still be withholding information on his whereabouts. It's very hard for us to deal with this every day, and not having any information about where he is, because it's just not fair for me, for my family, for everybody that has known Michael, not to know where he is, or that whether he's alive, or if he's alive, we want to know that. And if the worst is that he's not, we need to know that, nobody should not be accounted for. Everyone should be accounted for, no matter what the situation is. Michael's been missing, and that's where we're still at. He's still missing, and we don't know anything as far as whether he's alive or not. And we really need to know that. It's hard to deal with every single day not knowing that. We want to know whether he's still alive. We want to know where he is. That's what we've been asking for. Like, we just want to know where he is. Please find him. We've tried to look. I've tried to go around searching, looking for him, and just trying to rely on my mother's instincts to see if I can feel anything, his whereabouts. And I just get the strong sense that, like, I know he's out there, I know he is. And I know someone knows where he might be. And our family just wants to know where he's at.
Yeah, and our island is so small. It makes you wonder why.
Exactly.
I mean, if he is being held against his will, what would your message be to that person? Or
if Michael's being held against his will, everybody would know how to contact his family. People that know Michael, or obviously if he's being held against his will, they would know who he is, right? And they would know who his friends are. They know who I am, and I haven't got any kind of communication as far as anyone trying to reach out to me, and I wish they will, reach out to us and let us know whatever the case is. We don't know. We can only assume. But if he's being held against his will, we want to know about it, and why. What would the reason be for that? And we hope that they can let us know, whoever is holding him against his will, if that's the case, and whoever knows where he is, because someone knows. I believe that in my heart, that someone knows where he's at, and it's just a matter of time, and nothing's going to be left unknown. At some point, we're gonna know, and we're gonna find out. And I just wish that whoever does know his whereabouts, or whoever has information, whether he's being held against his will, to please come forward and let the family know. Let me know. I'm easy to reach and find. So this has been very, very tough for my family, for us, living day to day, not knowing anything about where Michael is. And it's beyond heartbreaking now, with the time that has gone by. And I wish you can empathize with us, with Michael's family, that we really need to know where he is, and help us to have some peace of mind, because every family deserves that. Every mother deserves that, to know where her child is. And I'm just praying and hoping that we'll get to some of that information soon, because that's all we've been asking for, is just to find him.
Right. And all we know, in terms of what the Guam Police Department has provided to the media, is that the missing persons report was filed by you on the 8th. The family last saw him on the 29th. His car was located in Santa Rita, and that's about it. Is there any? Yeah, and like I said, because of all the uncertainties surrounding their investigation, I had to do my own research, and nothing that I found has led me to believe that he's walking around out there, so everything has stopped. And so that tells me that, either he's being held against his will, like
like we're thinking or something terrible happened, and we just really need to we need to come to some certainty and some clear answers, and I hope that that can be provided. And I keep asking, please, help us provide that information so that our family can come to some clarity, about what happened to Michael, where he's at. It's like everybody should be accounted for, even in whatever the circumstance, the situation is. We as Michael's family, we need to know what happened. We need to know where he is, so it can help us to have some peace of mind, because it's the worst feeling every single day, like not knowing anything about where my son is at. Like, it's just not fair as a mother, and I reach out to other mothers out there that might know anything about this case. Like, just imagine if you were in my situation, like I need to know where my son is at. And if you know anything, and if you know anything about this case, about Michael being missing, or you heard something, please just understand, like, put yourself in my shoe, like, Michael may be an adult, but he's still my child. He's still my son, and I still need to know what happened and where he's at. So I'm just pleading with every mother out there that might have an ear open and might have heard something, that please come forward and say something, because it's just, we just got to stop the culture of shutting our mouths. Let's speak up and speak out, because we need that. Like, we're already suffering. This has been an awful year for our entire island and the world. Like, our family needs to come to some clarity and certainty about what happened to Michael. And I'm just begging and pleading with everybody out there to please let us know where Michael is at.
All right, Melanie. Please keep us posted. I know you mentioned that you're going to be talking to GPD hopefully this week, and hopefully they'll have some news and the update to share with you, and hopefully
yes,
he's found.
And I will definitely ask them, like, what can be said out, what can be shared with everyone, because I know a lot of people are still reaching out to me trying to find out if there's any new news on Michael, and I just feel like heartbroken when I'm not able to tell them anything, like what happened to him, where is he at, all of that, the question marks that a lot of people who reached out to me that are even strangers and are very concerned about where Michael is, and just sending love and prayers and hope that he gets found, and that's at the end of the day, we just want Michael to be found. It's the right thing, and the right it's the right thing to do. If I'm speaking to those who might have that information about where Michael's whereabouts are, like, please don't hold that in, and that's going to be very, that's really hard for anyone who has information about Michael's whereabouts, not to say it out loud and tell somebody, because if the worst has happened to Michael and he's lying out there somewhere, it's just like, that's not the kind of human beings we are, and that's not the kind of people that we represent. We're an island of love and care, and it doesn't matter from whatever background you're from. Every human being, I believe wholeheartedly that we all have a love inside of us that we have for our island and our people, and I just want to reach out to whoever might have information, and remember that we come from an island of love, and we love our people, and every person from any background, it doesn't matter, we love our people, and Michael's family comes from a family of, we have deep love for our family and friends and our island. And I just I want to say to anyone out there that might have that information, please remember that we've all been through a lot of tough times this year, and I just reach out to you if you have information about Michael's whereabouts. Please find it in your heart to come forward and let us know, because we just want to know where my son Michael is at. Please.
All right. Thanks, Melanie.
Thank you so much
All
for
right.
giving me the opportunity,
Yes.
and Merry Christmas to all of you.
You take care, and our prayers to you and the
Thank you.
family. Again,
Thank you so much.
mhm. Michael Castro is her son, Melanie's son, Michael Castro. He has been missing now for 2 months. Uh, Anyone with any information on his whereabouts, please call the Guam Police Department. The number's 472-8911. Again, 472-8911. And you know, as law enforcement always says, if you see something, say something. Please report it. I mean, like Melanie said, how would you feel? I mean, put yourself in her shoes. She has not spoken to her son in 2 months, and she's done everything, done her own research, checked phone records, ATM bills, and it's almost as if he just vanished for the past 2 months. So really, it's incumbent on our community. If you see something, please, you know something, even if you know if he's being held against his will. 472-8911 is the number. We're back with the general manager of the Port Authority after the break.